EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And off we go from Las Vegas. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll cut him down at the 44.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you wanted to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Justin Evans. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Hurts going to move them around. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. An audible here to get a new look. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now they'll audible to something else. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
26.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing is Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I just love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal. That's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Gotta say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Now Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Reed Blankenship is back deep to return it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
You have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st down, Hurts flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a quarter route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins as the 1st half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, a unsuccessfully.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll try it now with Swift. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And quickly they get to the line.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got room.
And he works makes his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers now on first down. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
In motion right, that's Wilson. Cook. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43.
Swift going to try at the middle.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They pitch it out to Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
50. 50. Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Back the door. Plant.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and go out on D.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. This is 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
73.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
What a pickup there, and maybe most importantly, he's able to get out of bounds and save their final timeout. So just to break down defensively, you've got to find a way to make that tackle in the field of play.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now 2nd down and a few inches. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hurts will throw.
And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put it. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Set. Silver, set. Tiger swamp.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
73.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Once again, it's Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them would be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
52 yards.
And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Play action now. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
On play action, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Under. We're going to 54. Wide.
To the air again, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now Prescott on 4th down.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Second down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And an Eagle first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down.
Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30.
56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Prescott to throw it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hurts.
This will be caught just inside the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
73.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it,
it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Prescott off play action. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board. They begin to have hope.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That one down the field for Ferguson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the